Hey guys, it's me again. There are some new developments about the Sony WH-1000XM4 and I'm very excited to report to you that it seems very likely that Sony will launch the WH-1000XM4 at CES 2020 because the FCC listings for the WH-1000XM4 just dropped. And this seems to confirm the speculations I made in this video. So these are no longer just speculations. It is pretty much confirmed that Sony will be launching the WH-1000XM4 at CES 7th of January. Now, as of this moment, there is very little information that we can derive from the FCC listing. Sony has been very careful not to reveal too much. They've even not included any pictures of the physical product. But that hasn't stopped some people from diving deep within the various documents and coming up with some theories. In fact, there is a very interesting discussion happening on Reddit about the XM4's FCC listing. And here we see some very interesting theories, including one that says the XM4 might use a very different brand of Bluetooth SoC, MediaTek instead of Qualcomm. Now, so what, right? So what if Sony is gonna use MediaTek instead of Qualcomm? Well, this might change the way Bluetooth works on the XM4s compared to the XM3s. Will this mean the XM4s will now support a different suite of Bluetooth audio codecs compared to the XM3s? Because aptX and aptX HD are technologies owned by Qualcomm. And will this also mean that the XM4s will finally have multi-point pairing, a feature that is widely requested among Sony XM3 headphones users? If you guys want to take a look at what was said in the Reddit thread, I've included a link to it in the description box. But I've got some theories of my own. It's quite possible that the XM4s will look different from the XM3s in some way. Could be a different design, different materials used in its construction. We don't know for sure, because for the very first time, and this is something that they have not done for previous iterations of the 1000X headphones, no pictures were included in this particular FCC listing. Whereas if you look at the FCC listings for the previous models, the XM1, 2 and 3, they've always had pictures attached to the FCC listing of the physical product. So it might be a deliberate move by Sony to prevent any information about the physical characteristics of the XM4 from leaking out. Could be that they are trying to do a boast, being all secretive and all that. And if so, they're doing a pretty good job at that, I gotta say. Now, some other theories I have about the XM4s is that they will support Bluetooth 5.0. They will include a better voice microphone system so that you can have better voice call quality compared to what you are experiencing with the XM3s, the XM2s, the XM1s. And when you are making phone calls with the XM4s, it's quite likely that it will not have any sort of weird ambient sound pass-through effect. And if it has that effect, it's something that you can switch off in the Sony Headphones Connect app. Will there also be a different control scheme from the XM3s? Instead of relying too much on the touchpad, maybe some of the features will be distributed to other buttons on the headphones, features like volume and music controls. This could be in response to some complaints people were having about the XM3s that the touchpad tends to get wonky in extreme cold weather. So maybe they found a solution for this problem for the XM4s. Could the XM4s also be more power efficient and thus having a longer battery life? This seems quite likely because according to the Reddit thread, some people were saying that it appears Sony is going to use a more power efficient Bluetooth SoC. So will this translate into better battery life? I can't wait to see. But in any case, This is shaping up to be some really exciting developments, and I will be coming back to you with more information about the XM4s if and when it becomes available. So if you don't want to miss out on future videos from this channel about the XM4s, please subscribe and ring the notifications bell so that you don't miss another video from this channel. And thank you bros for watching another video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, would you kindly do me the honor of punching that like button with a vengeance and sharing this video with all of our friends and family, anybody who cares about the Sony XM4. Share this video with them because they're gonna be pretty excited to see it. So bros, I'll see you again in the next one. If you're a humble person like me, this shirt is a great way to show your friends how humble you really are. And whenever you look in the mirror, to admire yourself of course, it will also help to remind you to always be humble. So guys, this is a pretty fun shirt to wear. You can check it out in the link below. It's available in t-shirt, tank top and hoodie. Your purchase helps keep this channel going, and I appreciate your support bros.